a beer.
Speaking of lederhosen, Mr. Mars has This Week in Auto History.
Yeah, buddy. Lots of things going on this week in auto history. So starting this week in 1906, it was the first French Grand Prix. Now, this was organized by the Automobile Club de France.
Ooh la la.
And it was the first official motor racing Grand Prix, which set the stage or the precedent for the modern Formula One racing. Now, also this week, coming up in 1956, the last true Packard rolls off the assembly line.
Man,
now, you say that because it happened at Detroit's Connor Avenue plant. It came off, but there were some Packards that were made and rebadged as Studebakers after that. But this is when the last true Packard came off the line. Also in 1957, Illinois enacted the first U.S. seatbelt law. Now, this became, originally compliance was kind of low. Nobody really kind of cared about it, but they really started pressing on it. And now it's mandated across the whole country. Then in 1966, the U.S. Senate passes the landmark auto safety bill. Now, if you'll recall back, Ralph Nader, produced in 1965, came out with his book, Unsafe at Any Speed. And this mandated the law, which led to this law, which mandated dashboard, seatbelts, and crash testing, and actually reorganized and revolutionized car safety. Then, in 2001, the first installment of Fast and Furious premiered in U.S. theaters. Now, this is, for some reason, this thing took off about underground street racing, heavily modified cars like the Mazda RX-7 and the Dodge Charger.
I never saw that movie.
You never saw it?
Never saw it. No.
You don't get out much, do you?
No.
Well, it didn't interest me.
That's the first one. If you're going to watch any of them, that's the one to watch.
I was busy that day.
Also, in 2001, the last Plymouth rolls off the line. Now, this was Chrysler's long-standing marquee, and it ceased production, and the final model was a silver neon coming off the assembly line. And it marked the end of Chrysler, which started in 1928. This week.
Not the end of Chrysler, the end of Plymouth.
What did I say?
Into Chrysler.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It says Chrysler consolidated their marketing
Dodge had the
strategy.
neon. Chrysler had the, was it Dodge? Chrysler neon?
Plymouth neon.
Plymouth neon, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused because I know that they were small cars.
Well, we got to blow the dust off of these things, so we can bring them out.
I live confused.
Dazed and confused.
There you go.
Okay, news headline.